Hello and welcome to Enjoy English School.
欢迎来到 Enjoy 英语学院。
I'm Stevie.
And I'm laurie.
Now, today and tomorrow, we are looking at one of my favorite lessons called Good Eats. It's about good food. And today we're talking about a classic Japanese snack just as you like it, meaning just the way you like to eat it.
所以呢，今天还有明天的这个美食飨宴啊，我们要来看到的这个文章呢，中文的标题是选你所爱的好味道，日本御好烧哦。所以呢，这个是一个我们刚刚那个在聊天的时候 ，Stevie 老师提到说，他也这个非常喜欢的日本的料理之一啊。那么呢，关于他的许多有趣的资讯呢，今天跟明天我们就一起跟 Stevie 老师来看看吧。
Looking at the first paragraph today, we can see that we are talking about okonomiyaki. Now, okonomiyaki, if we look in the subtitle, it's a type of, well, they call it a Japanese pancake. It's not really a pancake, but it's thin. Okay, so it says okonomiyaki is a type of pancake like no other, meaning there's nothing else like it.
It's unique.
Yeah, it's unique. Oh, good. U-N-I-Q-U-E. Unique. Okay, so if we look at the first paragraph, okonomiyaki is a type of Japanese food that can also be found at night markets in Taiwan, where we are.
所以呢，我们来看到的文章的一开始讲到说呢，这个御好烧这个 okonomiyaki 呢，它是一种这个日本的料理那么句子当然可以在这个地方结束，但是他想要继续补充，所以他说怎么样的日本料理呢？那个也可以在台湾的夜市被看到、被这个见到的这个日本的料理之一所以呢，这个就是御好烧。
So, what is it? It is a thick, flavorful pancake that consists of flour and various other ingredients. Okay, it is a thick pancake, all right? Thick. What is the opposite of thick? Thin, all right? It's not thin. Okonomiyaki is almost always thick. Okay, so it is a thick, flavorful pancake. When we say flavorful, what does the word flavor mean?
口味、风味。
Yeah, 口味 or 风味 taste, right? It has a lot of flavor. It's flavorful. And it's called a pancake. Okay, I know pancake, if you look like American breakfast pancake, that's like somping, right? It's a little different than that, but it also has flour, like pancakes do. Usually also eggs, and it had various other ingredients. Like various means many different kinds. A lot of okonomiyaki has things like sprouts, doyatsai. Okay, there has like sprouts in it, and sometimes seafood and other things. They're very good. So it consists of flour and various or many different kinds of other ingredients. And ingredient is the word that we use when we're cooking for all of the things that you put inside.
好，所以接下来这一句讲到 it， 当然就是指这个御好烧了它是一种呢，这个 thick 非常的厚实然后呢 flavorful 这里呢，因为 flavor 我们讲口味或风味，那这里加了一个 ful， 把它变成一个形容词，我们可以把它翻成这个富有风味或风味绝佳的什么呢？的这个 pancake 的一种饼我们讲这种煎饼我们的这个会用 pancake 来形容，虽然它这个就像刚刚 Steve 老师说的是有些不一样的那么怎么样的煎饼呢？它继续补充 that consists of， 那么呢是由什么组成consist 这是一个很好的动词当你呢 A consist of B 的时候呢，就是指呢 A 它呢由 B 来组成的那有时候你会看到 A consist in B， 那这个时候呢它指的就是 A主要是在于 B 这样 样子的一个用法。那有时候你还会看到呢，这个 A consist with B， 那这时候呢，它指的是 A 呢与 B 它是符合相符这样的一个意思。好，所以这个动词蛮多变的。那么这里的话，我们选择的用法是 consist of， 就是由什么组成？由后面的 flour 面粉。以及呢 various other ingredients， 刚刚讲到了 ingredient 就是指成分的意思。那你讲在料理上来讲的时候，就是我们说的食材哦。那么 various 呢，刚刚 Stevie 老师已经讲了，就是许多不同的、各式各样的其他的食材，再加上面粉来组成的，就是我们御好烧的一些主要的结构了。
Sometimes it is also compared to pizza because, it's round and it has a lot of things on it. And so sometimes it is also compared to pizza. Some people call it Japanese pizza.
I think that's well called.
Yeah.
还蛮适合这样子被叫的哦。所以呢，这个有的时候呢 ，it 就是指这个御好烧，它也呢被类比为这里的 compare to 我们知道 compare 呢常常用法是当比较来用你可以 compare with。那有时候呢，你看到 compare to 会被当成比较，但有的时候就会像我们本文中被当成是比喻类比为什么的意思。那御好烧有时候会被类比为 pizza。The
name of the dish, okonomiyaki, the name of the dish is a combination. It's a combination. That means it's more than one thing put together. It's a combination of the word okonomi. Okonomi, which means what you like, and yaki, which means grilled. So, okonomiyaki, what does it mean?You grill whatever you like, all together in one pancake. And that's why it's called okonomiyaki.
所以呢，这里他来解释它的名字了。所以他说呢，这道料理的名字它是一个字的组合怎么样字的组合？这里 combination 是组合的意思。那么呢，是这个首先 okonomi 呢，指的就是你所喜欢的就是我们中文的御好的部分。那么 yaki 呢，是我们中文的烧的部分那它代表的意思是煎烤的意思，所以合起来就是御好烧了。
I'm getting hungry.
You are getting angry every time.
I'm getting hungry. Okay, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back with the next part of the article. All right, looking at the next paragraph, it says many versions of the dish contain eggs and shredded cabbage. Now, I did mention above that it consists of flour and various other ingredients. Well, one reason it's compared to a pancake. When you make pancakes, it's usually eggs, flour, and milk. And the texture, 那个口感, it's like fluffy and like kind of like cake. All right. Well, okonomiyaki, yeah, it's kind of like that, but it also has like shredded cabbage or vegetables. So our next sentence says, many versions of the dish, many versions of okonomiyaki contain eggs and shredded cabbage. Those are two of the main things, the main ingredients.
That's right. 所以呢，我们接下来来看到这个段落的一开头讲到说呢 ，many versions of the dish 所以你看到这里的 the 那个定冠词再加一个 dish， 就是指这道料理它的许多的版本呢，却虽然版本不同，但都会有包含了这个蛋，还有呢这个高丽菜丝我们这里的 shredded。它呢，本来呢当 shred 的话，它可以当名词，也可以当动词那么指的就是那种长条细细的或者是薄片状的。那这里的话呢，我们就是翻译成是高丽菜丝。
Seafood and pork are also common ingredients. So seafood and pork. Now, seafood is any type of fish or anything from the ocean.
That's right.
Okay, is seafood. So seafood and pork, sometimes beef, sometimes chicken, but mostly seafood and pork.
OK， 所以呢，接下来他继续讲到了海鲜跟猪肉呢，也是常见的食材。
It is cooked on a teppan. Now, teppan in Chinese is 铁板.
That's right.
Right? So I don't know if the word 鉄板 comes from Chinese or if the Chinese comes from Japanese. I don't know which one.
I don't know either.
Yeah. So it is cooked on a 鉄板 or an iron griddle. Okay? When we say a griddle, it just means a big metal flat space. It's a flat piece of metal.
That's right.
All right? Sometimes that's called a grill, but usually the grill has like lines and holes. But a griddle has no, it's just a flat piece of metal. Okay.
对，所以刚刚呢，这个Stevie 老师先讲的那个 grill 的话呢 ，grill 的话，那个是烤架。但是呢，这边讲的这个 griddle 的话呢，指的是铁盘，好，这种烤盘。所以它是一片的，那不会有那个一横一横一条一条的那个空隙在那个地方的。好，所以我们来看到这个句子呢，它讲到说，那么 it 当然就是指这个御好烧它呢在料理的时候是在铁盘上料理那通常在英文里头，当你铁盘它是一个音嘛是一个日文字，所以呢怕人家不懂的情况下，逗号的后面 or 它会再告诉你，也就是这个一个 iron 的这个铁做的 griddle 一个铁盘一个烤盘所以呢，他就是用这个英文再帮你解释一遍，这样。
When the pancake is cooked halfway through, it has to be flipped. Okay. Now we could say when the pancake is half done. Okay. It's cooked halfway through. It has to be flipped. Now we could say it has to be turned over. But usually the difference between turn over and flip, when we think of flip, usually we think a little bit faster.
That's right.
Okay? If you turn something over, but if you flip it, it has to be fast. Because you don't want it, when you pick it up, you don't want it to fall apart.
对，整个碎掉。
Yeah, so you have to flip it fast, turn it fast.
所以呢，接下来这一句讲到说，那么当这个煎饼呢我们的这个 pancake 呢烤到这个半熟的时候，叫做 halfway through。那这个时候你就要翻面那刚刚呢 Stevie 老师也解释了，这个 flip 的话，它的动作是比较快速的那么因为呢，你不希望东西在翻的过程中碎掉，所以你动作不能慢吞吞的，你要很快速的翻过去，那保持它的完整。
Yeah. The toppings are also very important. Now, what is top? The word top.
就是顶的意思，上面的意思。
Yeah. And if you put something on food, or actually we use that word for pizza too. Toppings, all the things on the pizza are toppings.
That's right.
The cheese, the meat, the vegetables. So after you've put everything together and you've cooked the okonomiyaki and flipped it, then you add more toppings, and the toppings are also very important.
所以呢，这里我们可以把它翻成就是这个料理它的上面所放的配料叫 toppings 那么呢，在英文里头用一个字，不过呢，我们可以用这个配料这样两个字来去翻译它。那么也呢，非常的重要。
Typically, or we could say usually. In this case, we could say usually, normally. Typically, bonito flakes. That is little dried fish paper. Really, it's like paper. It's so thin.
That's right.
Yeah. Bonito flakes, nori powder, or we could call that seaweed powder, and mayonnaise are piled on top of the dish. And we say piled sometimes.
没错。
Like bonito is piled on.
That's right.
When you pile something on, that means you put on a lot.
A lot 很多的堆叠在上面这样的概念好，所以呢，接下来则讲到说呢，那么既然讲到上面放的配料也很重要，所以那哪些配料呢？所以就讲到了通常typically 这个 typical 是很这个常见的必有的，所以呢通常所以或者刚刚呢这个 Stevie 老师讲的 normally 就是你如果有这个很常就会一定会看到的状况，这样有什么呢？ 就会有这个 bonito flakes 就是一片片的薄片的意思啊。那 bonito 的话，我们可以翻成是煎鱼啊，就是那种我们讲的那个放柴鱼片啊在上面啊。那么呢，这是第一个配料。第二个呢，这个 nori 的这个 powder， 我们讲的海苔的粉啊，或者刚刚呢这个 C 表示讲的 seaweed 的 powder，以及呢这个美乃滋，这个大家都知道啊。那么这3样东西呢就会被 piled on top of 这个所以呢就是会堆叠在什么的上面，是 on top of， 所以这边我们又看到 top， 这里的 top 呢就是名词了啊，所以呢会被堆叠在这个上头。
There's also a dark brown sauce specifically created for okonomiyaki. It was specifically made for okonomiyaki.
然后接下来呢，继续介绍说呢，这边呢它也会有一种呢这个 dark brown 的这个 sauce。那么 dark 是就是在颜色里头，你用出它就是变成是深的意思。那么深的棕色或者我们讲深的褐色的这个酱汁呢，是特别的是专门的，叫做 specifically， 是呢这个为了御好烧而做出来的。
The sauce is made using fruit, vegetables, and spices.
那么这个酱汁呢，就是用水果、蔬菜还有辛香料来做成的。
Okay, we're going to take one more quick break and come back and finish the article. Now, looking at the last paragraph, if you have the tools, then the dish can be made at home, and you can select the things you like. You can choose the things that you want to put in the okonomiyaki.
Okonomi, the part, what you like.
Yeah.
所以呢，接下来他就讲到说了，如果呢你有自己的工具那么你其实呢这道菜the dish can be made 可以呢是被料理来在哪里呢 ？At home， 在家里头你可以自己来料理的，而且你也可以 select 是选择的意思，等于是 choose 你可以选择呢 the things you like 你所喜欢的这个食材，把它通通加上去。
Or you can or go to a specialty restaurant. Yeah.
对
You could just do that.
没错，那或者是呢，你可以去那种专门的就是吃这个专门，当然就是指去吃御好烧的这种专门店。
Ooh, and if you go to that kind of store, that, like a sit-down place, there you can have the experience of cooking okonomiyaki on a private tepan, and then eating it hot off the grill or hot off the tepan.
OK 所以呢，接下来他讲到，那怎么样的这种专属店呢？就是在那儿，你呢可以呢拥有这个体验。什么体验呢 ？Of 后面告诉我们，就是呢，在你一个专属的、你个人的叫 private 专属的个人的这个铁板上呢，所料理出来的御好烧，你可以有这样子的一个体验。然后呢，你吃这个御好烧 ，eating it， 这个 it 指的就是那个御好烧呢，它是怎么样的御好烧？是 hot off the grill。这里的话，我会这样翻，就是呢，这个刚出版的这个御好烧，为什么呢？因为我们常常中文里头会讲说刚出炉的那个炉是烤炉嘛那意思就是指说热腾腾的，才刚拿出来的。那这边的话是 off the grill， 所以是刚离版、刚出版的这个因为我们是在这个铁板上烤，所以呢刚出版的热腾腾的御好烧。
I'm hungry.
We know, but you still have a review.
Yeah, okay. We are going to take one little quick break, and we're going to come back, and we're not going to have a review, but I'm going to tell you what you need at home to make okonomiyaki.
Excellent.
Okay, we just said that if you have the tools, then you could make okonomiyaki at home. We didn't talk about the tools.
Yeah, we didn't.
Yeah, it's actually very easy to make. First of all, you need the ingredients.
Of course.
The stuff to make it in, right? You can find a recipe, 食谱. 食谱 online, a recipe, R-E-C-I-P-E. You mix it in a bowl, and all you need to cook it, you need a round not very deep frying pan that is non-stick.
就是我们讲的一个浅浅的圆形的一个不粘锅。
Yeah. And a spatula, we call it a spatula, S-P-A-T-U-L-A, a spatula to put it under and flip it.
就是那个锅铲的部分。
Yeah. That's actually all you need.
Wow,
and
that's
the
really
ingredients.
easy.
Yeah. You use a non-stick frying pan, about maybe 6-7 inches across, and little oil, not much, a little bit.
Okay.
And you can make everything there and just turn it. So if you do not have like a tepan, like 那种铁板, you can use a little frying pan.
Wow. So you should really try at home.
Yeah, try it at home. It's delicious. We're going to keep talking about more good eats tomorrow. We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
第54页，美食饗宴，选你所爱的好味道，日本御好烧。
A classic Japanese snack, just as you like it. Okonomiyaki is a type of Japanese food that can also be found at night markets in Taiwan. It is a thick, flavorful pancake that consists of flour and various other ingredients. Sometimes it is also compared to pizza. The name of the dish is a combination of the word okonomi, which means what you like, and yaki, which means grilled. Many versions of the dish contain eggs and shredded cabbage. Seafood and pork are also common ingredients. It is cooked on a teppan, or an iron griddle. When the pancake is cooked halfway through, it has to be flipped. The toppings are also very important. Typically, bonito flakes, nori powder, and mayonnaise are piled on top of the dish. There's also a dark brown sauce specifically created for okonomiyaki. The sauce is made using fruit, vegetables, and spices. If you have the tools, then the dish can be made at home, and you can select the things you like, or go to a specialty restaurant. There, you can have the experience of cooking okonomiyaki on a private teppan and then eating it hot off the grill.